instinct and journey was to raise the profile of sweet potatoes. There's a lot of nutrition benefit in sweet potato as a crop, which we take for granted. So I wanted to raise the profile of the sweet potatoes to make sure that if they can assume the sweet potatoes at Palace, I can convince my farmers that it's actually a worthy crop.
Hello viewers, today we are at Brilliant Restaurant in Chelsea. It was the Commonwealth Agri-Food Innovation and Agriculture Trade Forum. In this forum here today, we did not just only enjoy the sweet potato delicacies. There were so many products that are made from sweet potatoes that guests who came here today, or rather those trade partners or potential trade partners that came here today enjoyed. These sweet potatoes have come all the way from Kenya, Kericho, Busia, and other counties that have been trained to actually grow sweet potatoes to the quality and quantity that is needed in the UK. So we have enjoyed that, but more importantly, we have seen many countries represented here today, all wanting to know how can they partner, how can they work together to make food security, because it's all about value addition. We have seen so many food in Africa going to waste, and the solution it lies on how people can work well together. So yes, we will talk to a lot more people. You will hear people discussing. We were lucky to have the PS of Trade right here in this forum, and I know that the product started some years back, but where we are today with so many delicacies, people are enjoying the crumble, the sweet potatoes pancake, because with the new renovation of sweet potato flour, it's all going so well. Today was a very beautiful success.
In the food business, there is a better opportunity if people collaborate and cooperate, especially in creating new products for international markets. And I thought that the Trade Forum was an opportunity in light of what's happening in the UK now with the Commonwealth Trade Forum and Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting, to reinforce the message of the Commonwealth and the opportunities for trade in the Commonwealth. And I thought if we bring different food businesses together, we can begin to explore opportunities for partnership, opportunities for new products, and opportunities to collaborate, even in technical knowledge. You know, some of us already have a wealth of knowledge and experience which we can tap on. So I really felt that this is the time to reinforce the Commonwealth message and bring this group of businesses together.
One of the things that I really like about the sweet potato story is that we are thinking about turning more and more into powder, so we can actually reconstitute it, not only in the UK, but all over the globe, even in Kenya.
In fact, I'm very impressed with the event today, because this is very much in line with the 4 goals that the President has set as priorities for the rest of his regime for up to 2022. The first one is to work out ways to push manufacturing, the share of manufacturing as percent of GDP, from the current level of 9% to 15%. And that means embracing value addition. And today I have seen the sweet potato. You know, I saw from the farmer in Kericho producing the sweet potato, and today I've eaten a lot of many products that have been value added from sweet potato, and that is really what we are looking for. The value created out of that sweet potato from the farmer in Kericho is what we are looking for. We hope to take the GDP, to arrive at the percent of 15% by 2022. This is also in line with the other priority of the President, which is to achieve 100% food security for Kenyans. And this is something that we are working very hard to see that we address post-harvest losses. We embrace new technologies to make sure that we preserve the foods items. We also are hoping to go into areas like commodity exchange, which is able to at least aggregate a lot of the products from farmers and be able to remove the middlemen who are exploiting most of the farmers.
The story of partnering with a premier club in London is very exciting for some of us, because it not only creates a wonderful platform to ride on in terms of the opportunities for creating market for both our farmers and the brand for some of our countries.
Food security is an issue. By the year 2050, the world's population will hit 9.8 billion, which is a 34% increase from where we are now. And particularly in sub-Saharan Africa, you'll see 115% growth in population. So generating enough food to feed that many people is going to become an increasing issue.
Well, I believe sweet potato has fantastic nutritional qualities, and we can instantize it and make it a beautiful, smooth product for very young children from 4 to 6 months as their first weaning food, and replace baby rice. And we can then add fruits to it, and we can also use it for adult products as a base raw material because it's nutritionally so powerful.
And the most natural product here, what today we are achieving in this country again, is the sweet potato. You know, the farmers work very hard for their products, and the middleman actually takes all that cream away from them. And Perez and Sam now are actually working together with the farmers, have made an association where the farmer becomes a partner in their business, which encourages him to even work more harder. I think that is an achievement. And maybe not just for $1 or £1, he's now earning about $7 to $10, where he was earning $1. So that is the encouragement. That is how we can actually make our country even more rich.
In a digital world, platforms are an excellent way of generating value from collaboration. Are you a food technologist, a raw material producer, a blender or machine manufacturer, a food producer, or a distributor? Cloud Blending by BlendHub is a relational model where all the necessary players work together to develop food powders to be used either as a component for another food or as a final product. The model brings together a global community of agri-food professionals and a network of cloud-connected production spaces to generate food alternatives in a sustainable and efficient way. We call them cloud blending hubs.
When we sit down and we do a business case about the cloud blending hub in Kenya or in Nigeria or wherever, let's say, we could think about it, we do a business case. And a business case is very simple. It's about 1, an economic investment, 2, the yearly volume of the recipes or the raw materials that goes in and comes out of the factory, and 3, how long time are we going to work together. With these 3 factors, actually on the left side, you have 2 models, very simple models. This whole factory you just saw in the video in Kenya, if we accept to put one of these factories up in Kenya, or you saw in Mexico, sorry, if we accept to put them up in Kenya, and we accept that different people use it, not only for sweet potatoes, but for a lot of the other raw materials that we saw on the map of Africa, actually, the deployment costs with a volume that we are ready to agree on for a 5-year period, 5 years, is €5 million. €1 million a year, and you have a world-class toolbox standing on the ground in Kenya or anywhere in Africa to produce whatever food product it is.
BlendHub has the way forward and the passion. Join the cloud blending movement. Become a cloud blender.
You talked about food security and education. I did not understand how those 2 link together. As a teacher, what do you say? How do those 2 link together?
A fair trade and food security, believe me or not, is from reception. They need to know it from reception, and then they start practicing it from young age. They need to know what is junk food, what is good food from there. And when they go to eat food, they need to be thinking of the nutritional values, and they even encourage their parents on what type of food to buy. So I would say from reception.
Fantastic. You've heard food security. When we talk about the goals, we're talking about starting from reception, educating young people about food and also about nutritional value of food. So you see, there's a lot to be done. There's a lot of work to be done just from reception.
All what they need to know is to have the technology, to know how to do it. They are ready to do it. They have the passion to do it. They are already in agriculture, but we just need to train them to do it so that they can get the best quality from it.
What Perez has done, let's sit down and discuss it. How can we replicate it in our own place? It's not about working in silos. It's about, oh, what have we done? Can we replicate it? Let's see how we can work together. Since we are working in this line, come to us, let's sit down, work together. We are all Africans. And they said Africa is the next world. So let's come together, collaborate, and reduce this waste. And government also needs to be committed.
I can only tell you that our champion in Kenya is going to be the Mr. and Mrs. Ochieng in this area.
It's been an inspirational day to meet different businesses at different levels. It's humbling to know that I could call upon them to look at opportunities to collaborate, explore for possibilities. But it's also, for me as a student, as well as a businesswoman, that I've been able to use some of the knowledge that I've acquired in my Master's in Food Innovation to try and tap into this, to share the knowledge with some of my business partners or business collaborators in terms of where the food technology is going and the opportunities that are coming. But most importantly, I just want to be able to be an inspiration to others, to show them what's possible, to share with them the routes and the paths that we have taken and how long it has taken, so that those who are in the verge of giving up must know that they have to constantly strive to achieve, but also to achieve excellence. You know, they must strive for excellence. There's no room for the sub-quality standards as we've seen today with the issue of the sweet potato being rejected. I want people to strive for excellence, achieve the standards, regulations that are required, and the markets will open up.